Welcome to this review tutorial. In this tutorial, we will review solving linear systems by substitution. If you'd flip over to example 6 in our notes, we're now going to solve systems by substitution. Again, I'm going to start with just some lines from Algebra 1, so we will review solving a system of linear equations by substitution. When we are solving by substitution, we want to take one of the variables and substitute in place of that. So ideally, we have one of the variables solved for. In this case, we already have that. We have y is equal to this stuff. So that means that this stuff, I'm going to circle it. And since y equals that, I'm going to take this y in our second equation and I'm going to substitute this 1/3 x plus 4 into the second equation in place of that y. It's a substitution. This y goes away and the 1/3 x plus 4 takes its place. So I'm going to rewrite this equation. The x is obviously still there. The plus sign is still there. The 3 is still there. And then this y is going to turn to a different thing. Well, not a different thing, the same thing, 1/3 x plus 4. So I replaced the y with 1/3 x plus 4 and then equals and then 6. So now I have an equation that only has x's in it. I should be able to solve that. So let's distribute. I will have x plus 3 times 1/3 x would be 1x. 3 times 4, of course, is 12. Let's combine our like terms together. I've got 2x, and at the same time I'm going to subtract 12 since I know I'm solving for x. 2x will equal -6. Let's divide both sides by 2, and I have x is equal to -3. Great, we have half of the answer. We know the x coordinate of our answer is -3, so I'm going to put that into an ordered pair. Now I'm missing the y coordinate. All I have to do is go find that y coordinate. I'm going to take this x value and I'm going to bring it all the way up to the beginning and substitute it into the original thing that I circled. I know that y is equal to 1/3 times whatever x is. If x is -3, then this is 1/3 times -3 and then plus 4. So let's see what this number is. 1/3 times -3 is -1. Plus 4, and -1 plus 4, of course, is 3. I'm going to bring that on back in here, and I have my y coordinate, and therefore I have my answer of this ordered pair. So let's look at example B. In this case, it's a little bit tougher because I don't see y equals or x equals. None of the variables are solved for. But I do want to solve for one of the variables, and this one is the one that I'm going to choose, this bottom y. I don't want to solve for this x or this y or this x because if I try to do that, I would have to divide by their coefficients eventually. And if I divide by 4 or -3 or +3, I would ultimately have some fractions. And I don't want to have to deal with fractions if I don't have to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this equation, I'm going to come off to the side, and I'm going to solve it for y. I think what I'll do is I'll probably add y to both sides. And then I'll have 3x is equal to -5 plus y. And then let's get the 5 out of there, the -5. And I will have 3x plus 5. Well, those are not like terms, so I'll just write them side by side. And then the y. And now y is solved for. It's all by itself. And since it's all by itself, I can pick up what it's equal to, this 3x plus 5, and I can substitute it into the other equation in place of that same variable. Since y equals 3x plus 5, this y equals 3x plus 5. So now let's rewrite what this equation will turn into. We have the 4x, we have the minus sign, we have the 3. Y is going to change names to 3x plus 5 because that's what y equals, and then equals and -5 is the rest. We just have one equation with one variable, so I should be able to solve that. I'm going to distribute again. I have my 4x. Now I have -9x and -15, and that is equal to -5. Let's combine our like terms together. 4x take away 9x is negative 5x. At the same time, I'll probably add the 15 to the other side. And I've got negative 5x equals 10. And so I'm going to divide by negative 5. And I've got my x is equal to negative 2. Again, great, that's half of the answer. I have my negative 2. I'm looking for my y coordinate. So since I'm looking for my y coordinate, I'm going to plug this negative 2 right on into the original thing that I bubbled, or that I circled. 3x plus 5, I know that y is equal to 3 times whatever x is, in this case x is negative 2, plus 5. So this is going to be y equals negative 6 plus 5. That means y equals negative 1. And it goes right back into our ordered pair, and that is our answer. Thanks for watching this review tutorial on solving by graphing and solving by substitution. Come back to this if you need some pointers and reviewing so you can review this material. Thanks for watching. See ya.